Have you ever had coffee that tastes like fruit? This was something that really kind of blew my mind when I first got into specialty coffee, and that is that coffee tastes like coffee, but it also tastes like, well, fruit. Natural processing is a really old way of processing coffee, but it's experiencing a bit of a renaissance today. Once ripe, the coffee is picked and the fruit is just left on it. During the drying process, there are bacteria and they start to eat the cherry's sugar, and this creates a fermentation process. Once the coffee cherry is sufficiently dry, the fermentation period peters out, and now the cherry is removed from the seed, leaving us with just the coffee seed. Done well, raised beds will be utilized, and this allows air to kind of circulate in and around the coffee, and it's going to be regularly rotated. This allows the coffee to dry evenly, but it also prevents mold from growing. Expect a lot of like red fruit flavor. Think like cherries, cranberry, anything in that kind of camp, you're gonna get a pretty heavy dose of that flavor. And compared to like a wash process, the acidity is gonna be a little bit more muted and a little bit rounder. However, the body's gonna also increase and you're gonna have a little more heft to your coffee. There are some drawbacks though. The very over-the-top kind of flavor that natural processing can impart into a coffee can mute some of the more delicate notes. And the fermentations can also run away. You end up with sometimes coffees that are kind of boozy or just overly fermented flavor. As a roaster, I've noticed that also naturally processed coffees have a slightly shorter shelf life. You're prone to maybe some moisture issues that you're not going to have in a wash processed coffee. But that being said, when the stars align on them, they are absolutely fantastic, and it is an experience that you really need to try.